I'm Matt Elsley, co-founder and CEO of QSIC. We have Mario Mijares with us, who's the Vice President of Marketing, Loyalty, Monetization Platforms at 7-Eleven. So why should brands be investing in 7-Eleven's Gulp Media instead of other retail media networks?
We're focused on the immediate consumption mission. We sell a lot of impulse products. Often it's not a planned purchase. Brands need to consider if they're using Gulp Media for is the best channel for what the mission is. So for example, the reason why we've consolidated or focused so much of the media inside the store on radio is because the store is all about close to sales, right? There's no storytelling. You're there, in and out. There's going to the fridge. You need to sell them on your energy drink, your chips, your chocolates in that very short space. The convenience store is the primary channel for product introduction because it's a low commitment purchase. If you can introduce your product to that new consumer in the convenience channel, it's going to pay dividends in every other channel later on. Quick example, in December, we had an energy drink company introduce a new flavor. The stores that had radio had an 8% unit lift higher than the stores that didn't have radio. And it was only talking about the flavor, not necessarily an offer or anything else.
It's funny, right? You talk about the toolkit that you need to capture that kind of value. Lucy, a generative AI ad creation tool that is fully deployed in your network. And we've found that putting the core messages of those ads towards like only a few seconds into the ad is incredibly important because it isn't about storytelling, because you are at the pointy end of the spear. Can you talk to us a little bit about how scale works into that as well?
We are the only coast-to-coast immediate consumption retail media network out there. Over 250 million consumers go through our doors every month. That's about 200,000 every hour. So the scale is really big. But the other thing that is important for us, and we really believe in radio and what you're doing, is because we believe that with that, we end up delivering to all our partners the holy grail of advertising, which is influencing the consumer at the point of purchase before they make a choice with full attribution. And I don't think that there's many other retail brands that can do that.
Well, you heard it here first, like the Holy Grail, QSIC. And like those value-driven activations that you've been doing, can you talk to us a little bit about those? Because they've been great performers as well.
With audio, and one of the things we leverage with audio is that ears are always on. And because most people drive into the store, they don't have their headphones on. We're finding out what are those sounds and words that capture the customer's attention. And once you capture the customer's attention, then you can close that sale. So the stores that are promoting those with radio are performing a lot better than the stores that don't have radio yet.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the decision to go down a path of sharing the point of sale data and how important that was?
We think we're at an inflection point where with everything that QSIC is developing for us, we'll be able to do all the capabilities that people are used to with digital media, A/B testing. That means that we're not limited creatively to one or two versions. We can have endless versions. We can adjust accents, right? And then because QSIC has all of our transactional data, the ads can be not only A/B tested to figure out which one works better, but also optimized to when they're delivering the highest lift on sales.
How do you explain to brands how like this kind of channel can change the behavior at the point of purchase? But it's not just at the point of purchase, it's before the transaction's actually occurring.
I think when we started, a couple of them were skeptical. They didn't really believe it, right? Because it's not something that's really been done before. The numbers speak for themselves. The ones that are coming in with an open mind and, hey, let's test different things, let's experiment, those teams are seeing much better uplifts. And what we find is as their investment grow, other brands see that and they come along for the ride.
What's the vision for Gulp Media and where you're going?
For the convenience industry, audio inside the store is our primary channel. Ideally, where we would end up is at a place where have almost like a self-serve, where brands themselves could go in, design their campaigns, start testing them with some guardrails, right? Start testing them themselves, start testing the creative, and less so of the selling by ourselves and more execution by the brands themselves.
And we'll keep developing that toolkit for you and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. But look, thank you very much for joining us today, Mario.
Thank you.